Welcome back, everybody. Boodlyneck here, and this is the next episode of In It to Win It. Today, I want to record our private island, our secret island. For a couple days now, I've been trying to think of what I want to record for this episode, and this is really, if I were playing normally and I were doing the episodes like normal, this is what I would record. This would be the next episode I would make. I'm going to try not to reveal too much. I think most of what we're doing here is pretty well known. There's really no secrets here. But this is a really big project that I need to take on, and I think it's going to make a really good episode, and I really want to share it with everybody. So here goes. What this is, where I'm at right now, for those of you that don't know, this is a penguin island. And as you can see behind me, I have an alt over there who has a penguin summoned. Okay, Boodlyneck 16. And the way a penguin island works is you have three alts that constantly transfer the island between them. So they switch the ownership between them, and they will summon penguins as they go. Now, there's a couple really popular penguin island scripts out there, but I actually wrote my own. I used to be a full-time programmer. That's what I used to do for a living, so I wrote my own. And before you guys ask, no, I will not share it. I don't want to go over it and have to explain it to everybody and every time it breaks and all that. And I'm kind of stingy with my code. Honestly, it's the only thing that I'm really stingy with. And yeah, I take a lot of pride in my code, and I kind of want to keep that for myself. But there are plenty of penguin scripts out there. So if this is something you're interested in, look around and you'll find one. Lots of people have it. It's not a new thing. But for those of you that don't know about it, check it out. But anyway, we've got this set up. I've had this set up for a while now. This is our silverfish farm. It's kind of ugly, nothing fancy. I just wanted to get something up. I stayed up one night, all night one night, getting this set up and writing the script and getting the alts working. And they've been running for about a week and a half now. I'm sorry, my neighbors are doing something. They keep driving by. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it or not, but there are some loud trucks driving by every now and then. But yeah, so far the scripts have been working for about a week and a half, no issues. So I know the scripts are good. But here's the issue, you guys. Okay, if I come outside of the farm, there really is no issue. This is the way it's working at the moment. If there's any overflow, I have the pusher here that will push the overflow into the collection stream. Okay, this is normal stuff. If you want to build something like this, try to keep all your hoppers in one chunk. That way they all collect the initial drop. You can collect the most this way. And then it will just circle around the stream and collect stuff as it goes. This isn't the most efficient or most complicated. This is just something I threw up in one night. But what I really want to do, you guys, and what I plan to do today, is to modify this. I want to start using cell portals, and I want to set up an emerald stacker. Okay, so what that means is I'm going to have an account running Schematica, stacking emeralds all the time. So I want to have this set up where I could either sell the drops in cell portals, or I can collect the drops in hoppers, or I could have an account stacking emeralds. I want all three possible from this farm. So that's what I'm going to do today. That's what sounds like fun to me. That's something I need to get done. This whole season, doing the In It to Win It and doing the episodes and trying to keep stuff secret and all that, it's really wearing me out, you guys, because all the big projects I'm doing for the team, I can't record. So then I need to find other stuff to do to record, and yeah, it's just too much time. I don't have time to do all of that. So I'm just going to have to start recording all of it. Okay, so here goes, you guys. I have kind of an idea on how I want to do this, especially on the cell portals. Alinac and I were talking the other day, and we came up with something that I think is pretty smart. Oh my goodness, these trucks keep driving by. I'm sorry. I keep trying to pause and wait for them to go by, but they are just nonstop today. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I haven't figured out exactly how we're going to do the stacking part in there, and then also have the dropper or the hoppers able to collect. So I'm going to work that out today, and you guys can come along with as I work it out piece by piece. And unfortunately, that means we're probably going to lose a little bit of payout. I suppose what I'll do is once I get the cell portal area worked out, I'll just start running them into the cell portals while I figure out the bottom part. So first up, I have a pretty good idea on how I want to do the cell portals. And the catch with the cell portals is we don't want long streams of mobs going in places because every time there's a lag clear, you're going to lose all those mobs that are waiting to get to the cell portal. So you want to keep the portals as close as you can. And also, you don't want to forget to switch back to dropping or switch to a different portal when your 4 hours is up for that cell portal. That's another thing I want to do today. I want to figure out how to how to idiot proof all of that, I guess, how to make it safe to use. So here goes, you guys. I'm going to, I don't think I'll time lapse this. I'll just cut to when I get some stuff done. I'll just do jump cuts today. Okay, you guys, I have what I would consider the first stage done. I want to keep the path to the cell portals as short as possible. So as you can see, I have put the cell portals all around my drop spout. So the way this is going to work now, this part of it anyway, this is the first layer. This is 3 cell portals. When your island is at max prestige, your cell portals will last for 4 hours. Okay, so 6 cell portals will give you 24 hours of cell portals if you want. And cell portals increase your cell value. They give you a 30% boost on what it sells for. We want 6 of these just in case we want to run it 24 hours. So this is the first layer. Next, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to get rid of all of this down here. And I'm going to make the second layer of this. So essentially the way this is going to work, first of all, I'm going to make a timer. You have to manually activate each cell portal. So you have to come here, click it, and click activate. Okay. So if I click this, it will activate it. So since you have to manually do that, until maybe someday MineSaga will add redstone to the cell portals, which would be amazing. How cool would that be, you guys? If we could put a comparator coming out of a portal and know when it's deactivated and then send a redstone pulse to a portal to activate it, oh man, that would be amazing. Would be super cool, MineSaga. Wink, wink. Maybe do that someday if that's at all possible. Oh, that would be amazing. But until then, we have to manually activate them. So there's really no point in trying to automate switching between them and all that and everything because somebody has to come here and manually activate it anyway. The thing I'm afraid of is once you direct them to a cell portal and the time is up, I'm afraid that they're going to keep going in there. And if they keep going in there, they're going to get demonetized. I'm going to start being nice about this. They're going to keep coming to their end in there, but their drops will be destroyed. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to lose all the drops. So I'm going to try to set up a timer today or figure out a 4-hour timer. So that way, in other words, when we want to start this, once we want to use a cell portal, I'm going to go ahead and activate this one. So I'm going to go ahead and activate it. Activated. Now, to direct them there, it's as simple as this, you guys. We want to close this path. We don't want them to go there. We don't want them to go here. We want them to go here. So next, we're going to... This right here is going to push out a piece of ice, packed ice right there. And then we just need to turn on this water, you guys. And look at that. It's that easy. So now all the silverfish are going to come into this cell portal. Now, see that group right there was a $500,000. $500,000 from that one group. Here comes another one. Boom. Nice, right? So nice. But we definitely do not want to forget about this. So right now, each cell portal can only do 3 hours. So this won't be 24 hours possibility until I prestige the island all the way, but that's fine. So we definitely need a timer. We need a safety mechanism. So in other words, what I want to happen by the end of the day here, I want to have a button I can push. So once I get it directed where I want to go, I'm going to come here and flick levers and push buttons and get it all set up to where I want to go. And then what I want to be able to push one button and it will set a timer. And then no matter what, it will set it back to where they drop and fall down to the normal drop area. So that's what I'm hoping to come up with today. I haven't figured it out all the way yet. I hope to figure it out by the end of the day, and hopefully it will happen in this video. But we'll see how it goes. But so far, this is the first stage, you guys. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to make another level of this, and I can actually destroy all this now because now they're going into this cell portal. So I'm going to get all this cleared out, and I'm going to make the second level of this, and then I'm going to start working on the timer, I guess. See if I can figure out the timer. Hey guys, I was just getting all this torn apart down here, and then I thought about it. I heard this experience bank over here ticking away. I haven't had the chance yet to test if you get experience in your experience bank while a cell portal is going. So let's go ahead and check that out. I'm going to go ahead and collect all of this right now. So there should be none in there. All right, there's none in there. And let's see if we get experience while this is running. Because that may be a downfall of the cell portals if we don't get XP. Because normally these are a pretty good XP farm. Silverfish are. Okay, we definitely should have got some XP from that. Let's go see if this got any. Oh, you don't. All right, good to know. Good to know. Okay, you guys, I got both layers done now, and I've actually changed a few things. As I was building the second layer, I thought of a few improvements. Here where I put the levers to control which path they go, I switched that to redstone lamps. That way I can tell easily by looking which one is open, which one's closed. You can tell from far away. So that's nice. And then I also swapped this out with a redstone lamp. That way I can tell which layer is active easily. And the other change I made was up here. I filled this in with blocks up above this ledge. I don't know if they would catch there, but I thought better safe than sorry. So I filled this all in. That way they don't have a chance to fall back onto this ledge. Okay, you guys, here we go. Here I have the alt set up. I'm sorry, this isn't full screen right now. That's so I can swap back and forth between the two Minecraft clients running at the moment. But here you can see I have an alt set up, and he is running Schematica. And it's just like I said, he has the schematic of the emerald block right there. Now watch what happens. Let me go ahead and click on this so we can see. Right now there's 22 emerald blocks there. And as this guy collects the emerald blocks, whoops, let me, I've got this set. I've got it set up where I have to hit shift to drop or to throw items. So watch as I throw some to him. Okay, I'm going to throw that stack. He picks them up, and we are up to 86 emerald blocks there. Okay, you guys, this is getting more and more complicated like these things always do. Now, when you look at this, remember, these hoppers are not really part of the build. These are going to go away once I get the actual collection system done. Now, just a quick note, I'm probably going to redo mine. I'm not going to redo it right now. But what I would suggest to circumvent the problem of your hoppers not collecting stuff and having filtered hoppers and just making it complicated as far as choosing this and then whether to collect stuff, I would build your drop spout. I would build your mob farm right on the edge to where your drop spout is coming right along the edge of two chunks. And then right at the beginning, very first thing I would do would be to decide to split whether to come through this system or to go to a collection system, right? So kind of like these deals right here that I have. Where are they? I'll do an updated one later once I change ours. So it'd have like this pretty much where you can dispense water and push out a piston. And if you do that, then it will come to this side. Or if not, then it will just fall straight down in this chunk. That way you can have it where it would fall straight down. You could have your collection hoppers here for normal drops. Or you could come over to this side for the cell portal / emerald stacking chunk. So that's the first change I would make. Secondly, let me apologize again. I'm still not in full screen mode, so if that bothers you, I apologize. But I've been swapping back and forth because I've been running these two accounts. But I've got the bot set up right here with Schematica on, and he is trying to stack on this emerald block stack right here. Let me go ahead and let's see. So we're at, 61,000 already. Wow. So let's go ahead and test this again. But anyway, the way that this works, I set up a little T flip-flop right here. So in other words, if I want the blocks to go to this guy, now in the final build, once I'm done and I put the selector right, or put the drop spout right here on the edge, this would be the bottom of this. But since it's not on the edge, I need a way to drop it to the collection system. So that's what this direction is going to be right here. So in other words, if I hit this button, this T flip-flop is going to swap those, and it's going to send them this way now. It's going to send all of the drops this way, which will be our collection stream. And then if I hit this, then it swaps, and all of the blocks will be going to this bot running Schematica. So hopefully they're going to fall here. We're going to get blocks. Going to push the blocks into here. Now this shouldn't take this long. I don't like how long this takes, but let's see how this goes. So yeah, this is working nice. This is working not bad. We're going to get a pretty steady flow here. So I think this is the best we've got at the moment. I am going to rebuild this, and I'm going to have to farm a whole bunch of mob coins. The main reason I don't want to rebuild this now is it's going to take a lot of mob coins to level all those spawners back up. I just got to say, you guys, one of the lesser known features of this update or 3.0, oh, this buy inventory button. Oh my goodness, it's so nice. You don't have to try to figure out anymore how much you can afford. Just whatever you want to do. If you want to spend all your money on it, buy inventory. It'll figure it out for you. Oh, that is so nice. Okay, you guys, we are getting there. It's getting tedious now. I went through and I added emerald blocks to all of these hoppers filters. So now none of these hoppers can collect emerald blocks. So right now, until I rebuild it anyway, and we don't really need to condense anyway, So for right now, the problem and the good part about this, the problem is we can't condense and collect our blocks right now because it's filtered out. These hoppers will not collect condensed emerald blocks. But the good thing about that is that now we have a way of choosing. So if we don't condense, we can let them come down here and they will collect emeralds just fine, just not the blocks. So that gives us a way to choose whether or not we want to stack blocks. Okay, and here we have it with the water streams in, you guys. This is what it looks like so far. It is getting there. It's getting there, slowly but surely. Next, I need to come up with the 4-hour timer. Unfortunately, I think the best way to do this, and the only way to do this, is going to be to use a couple of our hoppers. And that's going to mess with our hopper limit on the island, which I don't like a lot. But I can't think of a better way to make a 4-hour timer. I haven't got the timer done yet, but I did come up with a better way of doing this bottom section here. Instead of having the splitter that sends them 2 ways, I just made this where it pushes out. All right. First of all, I always like to try to keep it simple. Usually the most simple solution is best. Here, as you can see, I've just made this where it sticks out and the mobs fall on here and they come to their end here. And I have the water pushing this alt up against the corner there where he will collect those blocks. And then he can simply stack them here. So this is so much easier, so much more simple. And then when we do want the mobs to go all the way down, then we just have the normal kind of pusher thing over here that they'll fall on and it can push their drops into the collection stream here. So the only downfall to this, though, is as you can see, my collection stream doesn't line up anymore. Okay, you guys, I came into a creative world to try to figure this out. It looks like a mess at the moment. It is a mess. But it's working. It's like a proof of concept, I guess. Been trying to figure out a couple different ways to get some longer timers going. This way does work, but it's got some issues. And this way works too. I need to clean it up, make it a little bit neater. But let me show you the idea of this. As you know, items take 5 minutes to despawn, all right? Well, that's not including the lag clears that go through. But in general, items take 5 minutes to despawn. So at 5 minutes an item to despawn, that's 48 items, would give us 4 hours. And it's easy to adjust. I mean, we can adjust it as 5 minutes per item. So at first, when we only have 3 hours to go, this is really easy to adjust. So in other words, the way this is going to work, there really is no on or off. There is this, which will stop this clock from running. And I'll show you what this clock is all about in a minute. But there really is no on or off on this. The way this works, you figure out how long you want. So if we wanted 4 hours, that's 48 items. And that would be 4 hours. But I don't think I would do that because I don't want it to go exactly 4 hours. I'd rather it go a little bit short. So I'd probably do like 47 and then just lose a little bit of that cell portal. That's not a big deal. Losing a little bit of the cell portal is better than losing a little bit of the drops. So I would probably go 47. I guess we could go 48 when you include the lag clears and stuff. So we would pop that in. I'm not going to do 48 now because I want to show how this works. I'm just going to put 2, and we're not even going to wait for that whole time. So when we put 2 in and we turn this on so that the clock can run, that clock is going to spit 1 out and make sure there's always 1 on this pressure plate. And it's not going to spit any more out until this one goes away. So as long as there's an item on the pressure plate, then it won't spit any more out. That stops that clock from running. Okay, and you just saw the water there, I bet. Let's go ahead and put another... actually, let's do this. Let's take all these out. Let's start this all over. Okay, so if we came up and this was not on, and if you remember in our dropper, the way we have it set up, it has a piston that needs pushed out, and it has water that needs dispensed. Okay, and we want that to happen when we start it, and we want it to happen when the time runs out. So I'm going to come over here. I'm just going to I'll put 2 in there for now. And that's starting it. That started it. And by doing that, that pushed this piston out, and it activated this water. So now the problem is we want, when the time runs out, we want it to turn itself off. And the way that time is going to run out is these are going to despawn off of the pressure plate. And once the last one leaves that dispenser there, or the dropper there, then it's going to send another pulse over here. And that's going to open it back up. So this definitely works. And I like the way that we can adjust the timing on this very easily. So we can put any item in here, any item that we want. We just want to make sure that wherever we're doing this, there can't be a hopper that's going to suck up these items. And yeah, that's another big perk to this setup here, is it uses none of our hoppers, whereas this would have used some of our hopper limit. Okay, guys, I'm not sure if I compacted this at all, honestly. I mean, I did a little bit in a few spots here and there, but it definitely looks a lot nicer now. I separated all the circuits, and it's just a little more organized now. I came over here under the drop-off for In It to Win It, and I just gotta say thank you guys, everybody who drops stuff off here, whatever it is. Thank you so much for helping out, however you help out, however you can. I definitely appreciate all of it. You definitely don't have to do anything, and you guys do anyway, so I definitely appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I gotta give a special shout out to Chris, who actually donated one of the cell portals that I'm using today to set this up, and I think he's given me everything he's gotten so far. Thank you so much, Chris, and a huge thank you to Bloody Giffo, who actually bought the team 5 personal economy boosters, I think it was, which is ridiculous. Thank you, Bloody Giffo. We love you for it. Thank you so much. It's probably not the prettiest thing ever, and it's probably not the most compact, but it does work. And yeah, we're getting this thing set up little by little. It's becoming sort of a monstrosity, but I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna do the job. Let me show you guys how this works here. We are gonna need a separate clock for each one. I mean, we could make ways around that, but I think it would honestly just be easier to make a different clock for each side. So what we do is we set this up, the path that we want them to come out. As you can see, I have this portal active right now. Right now, they're falling down here. They're just falling straight down right here, and they are coming to their end. I put a minion down here. That way, sometimes the silverfish will fall on this right when this piston is pushing out, and they'll stay alive. So you might want to put a minion down here with an attack all module and a sword, and link him to a chest. That way, if any do survive, then he'll take care of them and they won't stack up on there. But, so first thing you want to do is set the path that you want them to go. So, for instance, it was like this when we were using this one earlier. So now all I need to do is close that one off, open this one up, because we want them to come to this portal. And how much time was left on? 3 hours and 45 minutes. So we don't want to do a full 4 hours. Oh yeah, by the way, I prestiged this island all the way, so now the cell portals will last 4 hours. So 48 would be 4 hours. We want to go a little bit, like 3 less, so we'll do 46. And the main reason I say 46 is because this is going to go when the last one leaves the dropper. So, say for instance we put 48 in there. The 8th one is gonna, the 48th one is gonna be out here, and it's gonna have 5 minutes to go, but this will be empty, and it's gonna trigger the next cycle of that. So we want to put 1 extra. Okay, so in this case I put 46 because I actually wanted 45. And as you can see, when we did that, that triggered this T flip-flop right here, which then pushes out this piston. It also sends a quick pulse to the dispenser to dispense the water, and it's working great, you guys. And I don't have to worry about it. Once the 4 hours is up, ooh, I do need to worry about this. We need to turn that on or else we'll be in trouble, you guys. So there we go. Now the timer has officially started, and I just took 5 minutes away from it, but that's all right. So the timer has officially started, and as those despawn and this thing slowly empties out, we are going to get down to where this gets empty. When this gets empty, it is going to trigger this side because this side is inverted. As you can see, I have a comparator coming out here into this block with a torch. So that inverts the signal, and that will turn this on once that's empty, and that will send a pulse over here to the water to turn the water off. And it will also send a pulse here to this T flip-flop to where it will retract that piston. So I just need to build another one of these down here. And yeah, we are good to go, you guys. If you guys have any good ideas on how to improve this, let me go ahead and turn this off. If you guys have any good ideas on how to improve this, I mean, I'm still going to be trying to perfect this and get this to where I want it. But yeah, this is turning out pretty good. It's a lot better than where it was when we first started. And yeah, this was a weird video. Usually I don't kind of go through the process in a video. And just to let you know, I started this morning and it is now 11 o'clock at night. So I have been going on this all day. I forgot to eat all day. I just ate, I don't know, about an hour and a half ago. I've been working on this so much I forgot to eat all day. But it's getting there. And yeah, I think it's going to be all right. I think it's going to be a pretty good thing. We need to get I log this guy out because I'm not compacting and doing all that right at the moment. But yeah, so I am going to take a break from this, you guys. I am burnt out. I have been sitting here doing this all day, messing with redstone, trying to think of ways to improve this. And I got to tell you, I am burnt out. Oh boy, what a mess going in here too. That is all the time we have for today, you guys. This has been Bully Neck with In It to Win It. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this episode, do me a favor and hit that like button down below. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, maybe consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. Keep playing, keep having fun. We will see you guys next time. Bye.